Movie going update, Cinebarre menu progress, unlimited pass, and selecting films. So today is Saturday, 8 November 2025, and here I, Tanis Coralee of Seattle, provide updates on my movie going, specifically focusing on progress I have made on the Regal Cinebarre menu, my progress in attaining an unlimited pass for Regal Cinemas movie theaters, and progress made in how I am selecting films to see. Yes. So I was like, I have updates. They're just like general. Like, there's like stuff that I'm like, I'm figuring stuff out and thinking like, now that I have the unlimited pass, I like, have you missed that? I put that in a video, but like I didn't do it at title level. And so I was like, all right, this is like so I previously on Saturday, 18 October 2025, put out a video where I covered some of my last musings about the unlimited pass before I inquired in person about it, and I now have one, however have not used it. So this is like that's like the before video. This is the like during, as in like last call if I have anything before I use it to like attend a movie, and then the like after of I've used it for a movie. So in that sense there's like 3 stages. So I was like, all right, let's do that, but I have other things to update too, like provide updates on. So I'm going to start with the Regal Cinebarre menu. So Regal Cinemas is a national chain of cinemas in the United States of America, and they have a bunch of theaters. And they have a Cinebarre, which is dining in and includes alcoholic menu items. So the theaters are age gated, 21 years of age and older, and they do check ID at the ticket booth upon entry to the theater. And so I have not had any alcoholic beverages. In terms of beverages, I've had water and Diet Pepsi. And then there's different sections of the menu, and I have done at least one thing from the sweets section, at least one thing from like the starters, kind of like maybe like appetizers, but they can be really large appetizers. And then I've done a number of entrees. And so I was like, I have done just candy for a film with no beverage. So I've done Junior Mints XL. I've done that as a between movie showings because I've spent it as part of spending a day at the cinema. It was the same candy item, Junior Mints XL. I've had Dippin' Dots, frozen novelty item. I've had food and beverage. So I did for Springsteen, Deliver Me From Nowhere on Friday, 24 October 2025. As part of spending a day at the cinema, I did Dippin' Dots with Diet Pepsi. So I did food and beverage in terms of like a beverage other than water. Typically I go with water. I also had water, I think I did, but so I guess that was 3 things, or for that showing. But like as in non-water, then I have had Diet Pepsi. I have not had 2 food items. I have done Junior Mints XL without any beverage, including water. So I've done the food and no beverage. I have ordered 2 food items when I went with my aunt Danette and saw Tron Ares in October 2025. However, we each got 1 menu item for ourselves. So I have not ordered 2 food menu items for myself and then eaten them, or even ordered them just for myself. Food for 1 showing, I'm gonna specify. So from the sweets menu, I've done Dippin' Dots, and I've done a slice of creme brulee cheesecake. From the starters menu, I've done cheese curds. From the entrees, I've done 3 different pizzas. I've done a margarita pizza, a cheese pizza, and then a bacon and cheese pizza. I've done a burger and fries, which had like it was a beef burger with bacon and blue cheese and stuff like that. And then I've done a Cobb salad with honey mustard dressing, and without avocado. And although avocado is not part of the standard Cobb salad anyway, so that's part of why I had it removed. So there we go. I'm making progress. There's still a lot of the menu I have not eaten, so I'm continuing on like, what else could I get from the starters? What else could I get from the entrees? Like essentially going from like a count of 1 in each kind of menu section, so to speak, to like, can I go to a count of 2, and how do I want to like do I do like pizza and burgers as 1 chunk for entrees and then everything else? I don't know. I haven't decided on that, but I have made, from my perspective, progress. All right, so then the second thing, progress in attaining an unlimited pass. So I did attain one, and it's it came out to approximately, I've already paid for 3 months of it, is approximately $25 a month, which depending on the show time, like as in like time of day, that is like 1 point something tickets per month. So essentially if I attend two, like the prime time movie showing tickets are like close to 16 pre-tax, and so approximately $25 was with tax, so it's less than 2 tickets at prime time movie showing a month. So I printed out my card. They have a, like, you can show card if I go to my online account. I did have to sign up online, and I signed up for both the Unlimited Pass and the Regal Rewards Points program. And so essentially for each of my concessions purchases, it goes towards the points program. And for the Unlimited Pass, it's movie tickets. Somewhere I saw mentioned 10% off of concessions through one of those things. However, I don't know if that applies to Cinebarre. It might have been the movie pass, the Unlimited Pass. But so I have the card that was available online, which includes my name, the like member number, my like square fingerprint. Yeah, I was like, well, why would I need that? And I was like, I might not ever use it. And I was like, we've had a fair number of electricity outages where I don't want to use my phone. What better, but in with like substantial, like there was one that was like 18 hours or something, 19 hours or something like that. We didn't have electricity, and so we didn't have any warm food, and we didn't have the means to cook warm food per the setup here currently. And I was like, what better way to spend the day than go to the cinema and get like a pizza while watching a movie? Or not like what better, but like I was like, and in that case, if we don't have electricity, I'm not going to want to use my phone. So even if like there's an app for that, so to speak, I do have an account. Can I use my card, or can I pull this paper out of my wallet and like be like, here's my account information? I was like, we have no electricity back at the house, so I'm conserving battery on my phone. I don't want to use my phone. So I was like, there's a real life and relevant. We've had a number of power outages in the past approximately 12 months. And so I was like, I actually came up with I might actually use that. Not that I want to, right? I'm not baiting that. I'm just, I came up with something. All right, so I have it. I have not used it, however, so there's in terms of in the online, there's like, I can schedule, like get a ticket, and it adds it into like the Unlimited Pass like bookings or something like that. So I'm like, there's two parts of this. There's the using the Unlimited Pass / points program for the tickets, but then there's also the using it for concessions. So I'm like, essentially the next movie I see, I'm like, get food. I still have almost $100 on this gift card I got from my aunt Annette for Regal to spend. And so since the ticket, I've covered now the tickets, my cell phones, food. So like, all right, figure out, there's questions for the points program and then pass it, ticketing, but also then with food. So I'm like, there multiple things to kind of update on once I've done it. And then up last, progress made in how I am selecting films to see. So initially it was like stuff I'd seen covered here, like in some form on YouTube. I still see movie trailers here on YouTube. I do, with my channel, I do watch ads. I don't have ads turned off. I don't have the YouTube Premium or whatever, at least currently. And there's also movie trailers in the cinema for different movies. So I'm also selecting based on that. Thinking through, so I really like, I have seen attended 12 movie showings thus far, this 2025 year in person at Regal Cinebarre Mount Lake, and it is Saturday, 8 November 2025, all without the Unlimited Pass. So to break even for the year, I need to see at least 4 films in the remainder of the 2025 year. And so if it's early enough in the day, then 5 was the minimum to cover it. But the spending a day at the theater is great for breaking like up, but maybe I don't want to see a movie. Be like, do it all new and find what I want to watch. That kind of thing. And so I've attended 12 movie showings, and I've done both repeating a movie So seeing a movie more than once in theaters, and also just seeing a movie once in theaters as of filming this. So ads, but then also shaking up how I'm attending the movies to be like, let's see if I can get out of my rut and like select something I might not have seen otherwise. So I'm working on it. So I guess the answer there is, in addition to like learning about the movies, being like, how can I vary my routine such that it really keeps it from getting into like a rigged structure. Be like, nope, I have no idea what I'm going to see, right? Does it fill a time spot? You know, and so it's open to anything in that sense, as long as it's at that time of day, you know, at that time. So there we go. Those are movie going updates, Cinebarre menu progress, unlimited pass, selecting films.